So Thursday, July 6th, our group woke up very early. We got to the church 3:45 in the morning and left by 4, got to the Cincinnati airport, and the flight went smoothly. We got to Chicago, we made it up here to Anchorage. We were a little bit late coming in, but got the bus, our nice silver bullet, as the kids like to say, and crammed everybody into the bus, got some good food at Qdoba, and made it to this wonderful camp here, and got everybody loaded into their cabins, placed in the right places that they needed to be. Thursday night we just kind of rested, chilled out, and then Friday we woke up and we had breakfast and we made sack lunches and we drove up to the Byers Lake area up in the Denali State Park. Did some hiking, Luke did some fishing, and there was a group that went on to do a 10-mile hike and make it back to the bus. And from there we came back to the camp and had a nice worship, and on Sabbath we went over to the Palmer Church. It was a wonderful worship service. Sabbath school was really good because the Chattanooga group had about 60 kids and we had about 40 of us here, so it was a very big group singing together. It's nice to fellowship and worship with them. Had potluck, which was provided by the church, which was really wonderful of them, and then had a really awesome Sabbath afternoon at Bonnie and Tom Steinbrenner's house. Just enjoying good food and good fellowship together. Really wonderful Sabbath evening. And Sabbath after our potluck, we went up and we did the Bodenberg Butte hike, and got everybody up there. The kids were singing up on top of the butte. And having a great time flying the drone around and just taking in the beautiful sights of the valley. And then once Sunday came, Sunday was the first work day, and everybody got to work painting the gym and the cafeteria, working on putting the extra loft in these cabins, and just various jobs around the camp.
This week I was working the first 3 days, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I was working on helping Sabrina and Luke with building another set of bunks in actually these sets of cabins that I'm sitting in right now. And I worked with Madeline and we helped assemble some of the beds and did a lot of work with a jigsaw and also an impactor, so that part was really fun. And then I also worked on the wood chipping in the back, which for the last other 2 work days we spent time moving sticks and moving logs and then putting the stuff into the chipper so that area can be cleaned out.
I participated in 3 different tasks throughout the week. First, I started with painting the building, which most people did, and then I went over to the wood chipping machine and carried logs, which was a lot of fun. And then after that, I went today and yesterday, I was working with some people mowing and weed whacking, and that was a lot of fun.
My jobs were, first of all, painting. I know everyone's probably said that, but we had to paint the barn, or cafeteria, school thing. I had to paint. Then I did wood chips, and wood chips was actually really annoying. I have scrapes and bumps and bruises on my arms because of the sticks. They were pokey, they were sharp, and there was a lot. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many logs and branches and trees and Christmas trees. I mean, it's crazy. It was, I don't know how you can fit so much wood in one area. But yeah, we got a lot of it done, and I was pretty proud of it. I also got to see all the stuff go in the shredder. And that was pretty cool because it was like a belt thing, and then it would spit out little chips, and it was something I haven't seen before.
I was covering the painting of the gymnasium, and man, it was tough work just trying to get around that whole building. It's pretty big, and but we got it done. And it looks great.
So we added bunks to a lot of the A-frame cabins, as well as painted the floors. And then we moved on from that. We did a bunch of stuff in the auditorium, fixing their stage. We made a ramp, literally anything we could think of. That's what we did. So
the first day, we didn't get to really start the really hard stuff initially, but we started putting bunks in these cabins that you see right behind us. There originally was two bunks on the bottom for most of them and a bunk really up high. So they wanted a fourth bunk that went horizontal, and the team ahead of us, they put paneling in and insulated the cabins, which was wonderful. But the problem was it made it a lot harder to put these new bunks in. So we put the new bunks in, and that was really fun to problem solve. That our team was my wonderful wife, who is our microphone holder here, then Maddie and Mia, and then the day after that was basically just find things to fix. So we built a new ramp and just repaired just a bunch of random stuff around the camp that other people had. We fixed a door that got kicked in, little things like that. And then for the new camp meeting building, the auditorium, we actually built an expanded part of the stage. And so it used to be a 16 by 8 foot part of the stage. It is now like a, what would that be, 30 by 16 foot stage now. So it is huge, and I hope they like it because it's what they got.
And that's what we did from Sunday through Thursday. A lot of hard work, a lot of things were accomplished. The camp looks incredible. All the pastors that were coming here for camp meeting have just been in awe of how much better the camp looks. The maintenance shed was organized. The lights in the gym were redone so that it's almost like as bright as the sun in there. You can actually see things. And there was a lot of just beautification of the campus in general, weed whacking, mowing, chopping down trees, all kinds of things like that. So that's what we've been doing, working really hard. And the team has done great. They've hung in there. Today was Thursday, which is was our last day of work, and we finished work a little bit early and loaded everybody into the bus and went down to Chukiak to the Bear Festival, the Bear Paw Festival, and everybody got some good food, some souvenirs, rode some carnival rides, and just had a good time kind of celebrating the fact that the work is finished for the week. And then tomorrow we're really excited because we're going to be heading down to Seward, and we're going to be taking an awesome Resurrection Bay boat tour by the Kenai Fjords, which is going to be a lot of fun. Then Sabbath, we'll do stuff, church stuff, hike stuff, and then Sunday we'll help clean up and set up for camp a little bit more. And then Sunday afternoon, we're going to go to an Alaskan Heritage Center. And then Sunday night, we fly back home to Dayton. And we'll get back Monday morning, like at 9:30, I think.
I would have to say my favorite memory from this trip is probably hiking up the Butte and singing with everyone. Last year on the mission trip, I directed the choir of the mission trip people. And it didn't really turn out good. They were all sleepy. But this time, it was during the day. We all hiked up to the top. And it was just really nice to sing a few songs up there with the beautiful view in the background.
I would say my favorite memory on this trip was going to the Steinbrenner's house and playing cornhole and all the other games and eating the good pizza that they had. It was a good time.
When I go on a mission trip, favorite memories I've made more have to do with the memories I make on the job sites with people, working alongside them, the jokes that are told, the laughter, maybe some of the times you get upset at each other, but those are my favorite parts of the trip. Yeah, we got to go on some really cool hikes, and I got to see some parts of the United States that I've never seen before. But yeah, those are my favorite parts. The connections that you make on the work sites, doing the jobs. Even though the hikes are fun that we've done here, it's mostly connecting with people on the work site.
Obviously, like the view and stuff and like all the working activity has been great, but I think just the basic like hang out with like friends moments, like the moments in like the cabins late at night, or like us playing basketball, and we're all just having like a really good time. I think, and also when we just laugh the most is probably been my favorite part of this trip so far.
I think my favorite memory, so I definitely have a lot of involvement with some of these kids through like working at SVA, but I don't have a lot of involvement with all the kids. And so me and Luke arrived here like 7 hours before you guys did. And when we showed up to the airport, there was like a chorus of like, Sabrina, Luke, and like that made me feel really special. And so I think that was like my top memory from this mission trip.
One of my favorite memory from this mission trip. Oh man, I don't think it's even just like one thing that's the best part. What's really cool about being up here in Alaska is that a lot of the tools that I'm used to having for everything, be it work, be it just fun, be it entertainment, you just don't have them. And so whatever you are doing, you have to find a different way of doing it. And so in the case of our construction, we were using a probably 50-year-old DeWalt chop saw for the majority of our cuts that could not even really cut a 2x4 without a little bit of help. As well as with painting, it was using a sketchy but effective boom lift. Everyone came together to problem solve and find solutions, and it was absolutely incredible to see so many young people take initiative and get things done.
If you're considering doing a mission trip next summer or in the future, I would say don't hesitate to sign up. Like, don't be scared, don't be worried about where the funds are going to come from. Just pray about it. These opportunities don't always come up in life where you can go and serve other people and really carry the gospel to those who need it. And what's really cool about the work that we did here, while we just, we painted, we beautified the camp, we did a lot of amazing work here at the camp, we're doing the work of the gospel, because this camp in about a week is going to be filled with all of the people coming to camp meeting. So the work that we did, creating an atmosphere, creating a space specifically for people to come and worship, is going to really add to the work that the pastors and the conference are doing here as people come to camp meeting. And maybe there's going to be a young person or maybe someone that's coming with a friend that's going to meet Jesus for the first time and really fall in love with Jesus here at this camp. And the work that we did is going to add to that atmosphere for them to be able to do that. So lots of really good work to do when you come on a mission trip, lots of incredible memories to be had. So you should sign up.
Day in the life of a Mitchell. I feel like a lumberjack, you feel me? Just lifting up logs, picking up sticks. Just the daily here in Alaska, you feel me? Fuck time. I'm gonna go eat.
It's a wild Spencer, spotted in his natural habitat. Oh, there he goes.